It's Jacob Vile. Today I'm going to be doing a burp after the Lithium ad. We'll find out what it burps at on the peak if it changed, as well as, hey, how loud is this 418s on a single amp? I'll show you the back before I get started. So, if anybody hasn't already, you got to watch previous videos. Links in the description to show support for the channel as well. Stay tuned for more content as well, and subscribe if you haven't. So, in the back here, got my Lithium added now. It's not the prettiest, but it works for me and it's safe and secure. 245 amp hours of limitless 45 with a Crescendo 6K, a half ohm. So we'll see what this thing meters today. If anybody doesn't already know, I have a coupon code, discount code Jacob Viral. Link in the description for Limitless and other sites. So feel free to use that if you want. Save a little bit of money. Hey, every dollar counts. So, and then under the hood, I just have a JS 350 amp alternator. So let's go ahead and find out what this peak's at. Get my truck started. So, gotta watch the build series if you haven't to see where I am with this build. My port is about dialed in, I think. I don't know if I can get it any louder without adding power. But hey, we'll find out today what it meters with the Lithium. So before the Lithium, I was doing, I'll put in the video in a little while what the meter result was before the Lithium, and then now with the Lithium in. So when I had AGM before this. So let me make sure my windows and everything are the exact same. So before I had, I always meter on the glass. So I'll meter on the glass here. Get everything set up real quick. But before I had just a group 75 AGM in the back with 6500 under the hood. Now I have just the 245 amp hour limitless back there, and I don't have anything under the hood now, as you saw in the previous video with the Lithium install. So go watch that as well if you want more breakdown of what I have as far as electrical and why, and all the questions answered, hopefully. So let me get this set up. I always do everything on camera so everybody can see. Subscribe if you haven't. Ask questions if you do as well. Feel free to comment on what you think. I'm definitely learning as I go with this, but I'm pretty impressed with how it sounds so far. The subwoofers are getting more broken in too, so I can start playing the lows a lot better, or better than it was, as I should say. So let me make sure I got my Bluetooth connected to it, and then we'll see how it sounds. I'll do low volume first, so we'll do volume 25 to find out how it's connecting on the peak, and then we'll do a burp. Reset my Bluetooth here, and this is with my dash out too, so I took that out for my last build I had. It's just I didn't use it anyway, so all right. I use my iPod to connect to, and I'll do sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't showing you my iPod to connect to it. I'll do a sweep, and then I have my meter here connected. It's an SSA meter, link in the description if you want to see where I buy that at, as well as, hey, what it is. It requires the meter, not just the app itself to make this work. All right, so volume 25. My seat is all the way up. I'm about a 3/4 dB louder with the seat all the way up. So we'll find out real quick what it peaks at on low volume first, and then we'll find out what it meters. So 49 to 50 hertz depending on how my seat is and the weather. So right now it's peaking at that with my seat all the way forward with the window down. My goal is a 50 hertz or below. If I burp sealed, it'll be like a 46, 47 hertz sealed, just depending. So I'm gonna go ahead and burp it. Let's do 51 hertz. I'll do 51 hertz since I know it's always at least a peak higher. Last peak was 50 hertz. So 49 hertz where I burped to 50, but this one I'll do 51, and we'll see what it does. So keep in mind that this is still a musical build. I can play anything from like 17 hertz up to 60 hertz, but there's a really high-end peak. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this up to full tilt, and I'll burp it. I'll try to show the voltage as well when I burp. Last time I was dropping to 11.6, 11.8 for my burp. This one, you'll see how it is. compared to it. Let's make sure I don't do any misclicks, because that can affect the results. Put that right there, 51 hertz. Subscribe if you haven't, and thank you all for the support watching all my videos. Here we go. Okay, there it is. So you saw how my voltage dropped, making sure I take a screenshot too. So 62.41. There's the meter result with that lithium add-on. So before I was doing a 61.6, so I gained 0.8 dBs just by my voltage improvement. So I'm gonna go ahead and try a 50 hertz too, just for purposes of being on video. But I think it's peaking at 49 to 50 hertz. 51 is a little higher. It just depends on the temperature and how my seat is. But right now I feel like that's about where it is. Let me go ahead and try one more at 50 hertz and see if it's any different. Let me turn this back up. We'll do one at 50 hertz. But wow, 62s on the glass is pretty good for just a single 6,000 watt amp. Let me know what y'all think in the comments as well. All right, so let's go ahead and reset everything. We'll do a 50 hertz burp. There we go. So 50, 51 hertz. It's about the same. If I would have done the initial burp at 50 hertz, I probably would have been a little louder. So for everybody that did miss part of it, I'll show you under the hood as well. So it was just the lithium batteries, the 45 amp hours. This is just my setup here in the underhood where I took the front battery out. So you'll see the AGM I took out of here. So it's all limitless lithium with a 350 amp alternator. So pretty impressive to see that number score that I got out of that. All on 1.6K. Stay tuned for more videos as well. I'll show you burp results, clamping it to see how much numbers is, as well as far as how much wattage I'm clamping out of this. So I have some videos on that. Also some real world tests on the low end. We'll see how the system meters on the low end as well. So see where my low peak is. Right now it feels like it's around the 24, 25 hertz for the low peak. And my high peak is, as y'all saw, 48, 49 hertz up to 51 hertz, depending on how the seat is. So definitely impressed to see holding mid 13s, high 13s to clipping with these two 45 amp hours of lithium. No front battery, as you just saw. So pretty impressive score there. Be sure to watch more videos coming. So, and subscribe if you haven't. So let me see one more time just to confirm before I end. So let's see. We've got score. So I did a 62.3 on the second burp. That was at 50 hertz. And then the 62.3, where is it? There it is. 62.4 at 51 hertz. So ideally it's probably about the same. Even if I would have burped the 50 hertz first, it could have been like a 62.5. I don't know. Either way, it's doing solid mid 62s on a burp. So it's definitely pretty impressive for a single 6K. I definitely am a little unhappy that it's peaking a little higher, but that's because my port, I opened up about an inch from before, and I did that because I compensated for the seat. I wanted to have a little bit extra room for the seat when I was doing the test, so stay tuned for that. I did a little bit more trials to test on that, and I found out I was a little louder when I had this port opened up just a little bit with the seat in here. But when I put the seat forward, my peak rises, but I have that compensated. So when I'm driving, it's actually louder with the seat forward, if that makes sense. But with the seat here, it's not as loud, but it's a little bit more musical with the opened up port area. So that's a downfall of anybody that's considering going driver port for this. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next one. going on, everybody? This is Jacob Viral ending this video to say thank you for watching my videos. Every single day I have a daily cardio video I upload. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow.